In the year of the conquest of Mecca, the tribe of Qusay killed a man from the tribe of Bani Layth, in revenge for a killed person belonging to them. They informed the Prophet about it. So he rode his rahila, she-camel for riding, and addressed the people saying, Allah held back the killing from Mecca. The sub-narrator is in doubt whether the Prophet said, elephant or killing, as the Arabic words, standing for these words have great similarity in shape, but Allah let his apostle, and the believers overpower the infidels of Mecca. Beware, Mecca is a sanctuary, verily. Fighting in Mecca was not permitted for anyone before me nor will it be permitted for anyone after me. War in it was made legal, for me for few hours, or so on that day. No doubt it is at this moment a sanctuary, it is not allowed to uproot its thorny shrubs, or to uproot its trees, or to pick up its lukar, fallen things, except by a person who will look for its owner, announce it publicly. And if somebody is killed, then his closest relative has the right to choose one of the two, the blood money, or retaliation having the killer killed. In the meantime, a man from Yemen came and said, O Allah's Prophet, get that written for me. The Prophet ordered his companions to write that for him. Then a man from Quraysh said, accept Al-Idhkhir, a type of grass that has good smell, O Allah's Prophet, as we use it in our houses and graves. The Prophet said, Al-Idhkhir is allowed to be plucked. Sanctity of Makkah, Mecca is a sacred place, fighting, killing, and harming nature there is strictly forbidden. Prophet Muhammad was given temporary permission to fight during the conquest of Mecca. This permission was only for a few hours, and will never be allowed again. No cutting trees, no uprooting plants. Lost items should only be picked to return to the owner. If someone is killed, the victim's family can choose blood money or equal retaliation. A specific plant, Al-Idhkhir, was allowed because people needed it for daily use, homes and graves. Abbas said, when the ailment of the Prophet became worse, he said, bring for me writing paper, and I will write for you a statement, after which you will not go astray. But Umar said, the Prophet is seriously ill, and we have got Allah's book with us and that is sufficient for us. But the companions of the Prophet differed about this, and there was a hue and cry. On that the Prophet said to them, go away and leave me alone. It is not right that you should quarrel in front of me. Abbas came out saying, it was most unfortunate, a great disaster that Allah's Prophet was prevented from writing that statement for them because of their disagreement and noise. During the final illness of Prophet Muhammad, he wanted to write guidance to keep Muslims from going astray. A disagreement arose among companions, including Umar Khattab, who said the Quran was sufficient. The dispute and noise upset the Prophet, and he asked him to leave. Abdullah ibn Abbas later regretted this, calling it a great loss of guidance. Abbas said, I stayed overnight in the house of my aunt, Maymunah the wife of the Prophet, while the Prophet was there with her during her night turn. The Prophet offered the Isha prayer in the mosque, returned home, and after having prayed 4 rakat, he slept. Later on he got up at night and then asked whether the boy, or he used a similar word, had slept. Then he got up for the prayer, and I stood up by his left side, but he made me stand to his right, and offered 5 rakat, followed by 2 more rakat. Then he slept, and I heard him snoring and then, after a while, he left for the Fajr prayer. The core message of this hadith is that Prophet Muhammad had a structured and disciplined routine of worship and rest, combining regular prayers, additional voluntary prayers at night, and proper sleep. He led by example, showing attention to prayer times, standing arrangements, and devotion, emphasizing both spiritual diligence and balance in daily life.